Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brandon Sandler, reporting for Kids First, and today I'm going to be talking about the new upcoming film, Pixels. Unnecessary explosion has nothing to do with the film whatsoever. Sorry folks, just trying to change it up with the editing and stuff. So basically, what is this Pixels film about? So basically what happens is that in the 80s, this video message is sent out into outer space. And these aliens, get this video message. They see it as a declaration of war. Now, what's exactly on this video message? Well, it's a lot of these old video games from the 1980s. So fast forward to present day, and these aliens invade planet Earth using these video games as, a means of war. So they have Pac-Man, Galaga, Donkey Kong, all these different old school video games are now attacking Earth and causing havoc. So now it's up to the heroes to defeat them and send them back. So some of the good things that I saw in this movie, was a great cast. Not necessarily the greatest actors, but very well-known actors. Adam Sandler is the main protagonist in this movie. Kevin James plays the President of the United States in this movie. Adam Sandler plays his best friend, basically. Josh Gad is in this movie. Michelle Monaghan, Peter Dinklage, and a bunch of others are all mixed up in this movie. So that's kind of good to have. Also, the great special effects. That was the one thing that stood out to me. If you're going to have a movie about video games, then you have to go down to the detail of the special effects. And special effects supervisor Burt Dalton was definitely a big part of that. He and his team, he really built this world of just like awe-inspiring visuals. Because it is about video games, you're going to need, the visuals to be eye-popping. Alright, so now some negatives about this movie, and there were a bunch, which is why I give it a low rating. There were definitely a lot of plot holes in it. Now, I could nitpick and say, oh, what about this part, but in summation, it's just bad writing, bad storytelling, and bad character development. You know who the love interest is within the first 10 minutes of the film. And it's predictable in that way. It's predictable throughout the entire story. You know what's going to happen if you've seen movies before. You know that, the hero's going to save the day. You know that this is going to happen. You know all the things if you've seen movies already. Also, you're going to need 3D glasses. I watched it in 3D, and you're going to need to watch this movie in 3D because you have to psych yourself out of this world. You have to delve into this very visually intense world to ignore the plot holes, the bad character development, and stuff like that. So in the end, like I said before, the audience is very specific. It's basically our dads. Your dad, my dad, everyone's dad. Guys who played video games as a kid in the 1980s. And they grew up and they're like, oh, there's this film out. And it's with all, their favorite characters. They're all crumbled in it. So, in the end, I give Pixels 3 out of 5 stars. Because it was visually entertaining. There was some good comedy mixed in there, but just bad, poor storytelling. It could have been written so much better. So, signing off for Kids First, I'm Brandon Sandler. You guys have a good one.